Ladies and gentlemen, this is Frogman. Welcome back to IXION. In the last episode, we made it back to the solar system for which we started from, and we started doing a little bit of experimentation, exploring, and picking up of a few things. We left off with a science ship sitting here at this debris field that we found last time, so let's continue on and see what this little saga is all about. I believe we read all of this, but for the most part what we found was a very large chunk of space station, spaceship, space something that was left behind before, or I should say after we left. So this is obviously a UN station. Let's go do a little bit of exploration here while we're at it, and then we're going to go ahead and kind of fiddle around, I think, with the Tiqqun. So while this is working, we're going to do this, and then we're going to go back in here. Now, as I kind of stated an episode or two, well, yesterday, last episode, we're going to start doing a little bit of reorganization inside this thing. And probably one of the first things we're going to try to start working towards is being able to open up one of these two sectors. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that until we get a few more cryopods, but I would like to start storing up some of the materials that are necessary to do that. And, of course, in order to do that, we kind of need to rearrange a couple of things. First thing of which I want to kind of do maybe right now is we're going to plop down a few more of these storages along this line right here, just so that we can kind of tear apart some of the stuff in here. So let's, regardless of what the population thingy is in here, yeah, we don't need a cryonic center just yet, but let's see what we can do. We need to put a few more of these down because I want to remove these. We're gonna kind of keep them running really quick for a little while we wait on that science ship to do what it needs to do. You are going to be the... What we're gonna do is essentially, and it's kind of hard to really see right off, but what we're going to do, or the general plan is, I want to, right underneath that sign, I can't build anything on a wall. So what I want to do is I want to kind of maybe build something that's capable of at least aligning these things out. Now, the workshop and this are about the same width as one of these are this direction. So what I want to do is I want to kind of maybe move some of that stuff up in here a little bit towards with the directions that we can, so that we can kind of align things. This needs to move, but I don't want to move it right now until I have some of this other junk out of the way, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to slot this in underneath that thing. So I need these, and then that road, all of this stuff needs to move. Next, let's do... We're going to have to build quite a few of these, I understand. But let's see, we need to move this. And I'm going to have to be very careful too, because we will run out of people, I believe. No, we have 30 people. If we're real careful, we should be able to get this to work. Again, we're kind of waiting on that science ship to tell us what's going on. Are we still working? Oh, we're almost done. We'll give it a couple of more seconds. Okay, you empty, please. Or empty as much as you can. If we have to, we'll build a couple of more things over here. To be fair, I think we'll probably put...
team has completed a task.
We'll go ahead and place one of these, the iron ferry, the ferris, whatever, the iron thingy over here. We'll put one of those over there as well, and then that'll drain that direction. Can you do me a huge favor there, Mr. Ship? Stop. You can keep mining. You stop hauling things in here, please. All right. That I want to be as more iron. This we need to do as the... What is that stuff? This stuff here, the polymer. And as soon as this one empties, I'm going to move this probably that direction, or maybe we should go ahead and just build one down here. I can't build it right there. We're going to end up tearing all these out. I just need to get these out of the way. And we ended up with way too much stuff hanging out. Good. You can go away. Let's go see what this science ship has. Alright, summoner intelligence in a form of staging area. First visuals reveal a huge damaged structure surrounded by arches that have detached from their central axes. These arches show extreme signs of deterioration. The structure is covered in traces of explosive residue, collision impacts, and scarring from unknown weaponry. After exploring the few areas of the structure that remain accessible, the team and the contact spotted a number of salvageable, good lord, read please, resources near a ruined assembly area. Further analysis possible, but it will take time. We are currently ready for 25 extraction of 25 people plus 10 science. Again, we're not going to press a button until they collect all of that science. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go again. Let's continue investigating the ruined area. Now, we've got 35 science. What can we do while we wait with 35 science? We have batteries, polymer refineries, electronics factories, or I think that's all we can do right now. Let's go ahead and start a research on the batteries, and we'll just use up what we have as far as science. I guess you can be ferrous as well, or ferrite, iron, whatever. I need to be food. This was the mistake that I should have fixed before we even started bothering to build in this mess. I want to try to move all of the houses at least into a central location, or at least their little apartments into a central location across, so that we can use the outside of the hull of the Tiqqun so we have access to them, and that way we can kind of make a little bit more room. We do have access to the other sectors as they go. The sectors only...
Science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, 1 second. The sectors only cost a little bit of alloy, 1 circuit, some food, and 40 people, and that's the problems. I don't want to give up the 40 workers just yet, but let's get rid of that. We are full up again on stuff. Just keep building storages until we get some things done. You, empty. Now, those guys will work for a little while. That's fine. We can keep kind of playing with that. You do this. That's fine. Cool. Let's go see what this science team is about now. After examination, the contacts team concluded that the site was evacuated prior to its destruction, finding uniforms and equipment bearing the insignia of different organizations. It appears the facility was the property of the UN. Strangely, a number of embalmed bodies were found in a secluded area. The team was able to determine the cause of the outcome of the conflict, but have managed to recover. We're not able to determine the cause of the outcome, but have managed to recover further resources. These have been packaged for extraction. Again, we get 13 polymer and 250 cryopods. Amazing. Let's go to the next section, which is going to be the ruined loading dock. Back inside. All right, so this is now down to nothing. Let's go ahead and store... No, let's go ahead and store that 90 of that in there, I think, or we should be able to... This is being emptied. Empty. Okay, we should have plenty of room between those two. Let that get done. Let's go ahead and put this in here so that that can empty, and then we can get rid of both of those. I'd like to draw that road straight across in here, and then, like I said, I think we'll be moving this up there. Goodbye.
The ship team has completed a task.
Goodbye, and I guess get rebuilt somewhere over here. Put this down. Come on. Hit the right button. Some games decide to use different keys to rotate things. You can go ahead and be this. Let's go check on our science team. All right, frozen human remains constitute the majority of the debris that surrounds the loading dock. Evidence suggests the area experienced depressurization after a structural breach. The dock itself had been looted and partially dismantled. Several cairns had been left behind, arranged in helical shapes, and erected using makeshift materials. The team did find a few resources, and these have been prepared for extraction. Again, a little bit of science and 1 circuit. Let them gather up their science. All right, and we'll let them do the last one. And while we're thinking about it, let's go find the next thing that we want that that science ship to go look at. So let's pop a probe out somewhere. We did the closest one here, and I think that there's another close one. Where was the next closest? Somewhere over here. Yes, we'll do that one right there. All right, cool. That'll give us something to do. All right, you done, sir? Can we get you deleted, please? Yes. Get back into high gear. And then we can fix this road. There we go. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure that thing should fit in that line. And because it's what it is, I should be able to slot it in underneath that sign. So let's go ahead and deconstruct that. Understanding that's going to stop our science for a minute, but that's fine. Please have enough room. Gosh darn it. Come on. One more stockpile. It's fine. This will all go away once we get a couple of things moved around so we can have access. Just need this out of the way. Thank you. Give me my factory for my science. Excellent. So that'll place under that sign, and if we look, it's going to give us just a little teeny tiny amount of room to the side of it. We won't be able to fit another one of these in this corner right here, but that'll at least make good use of the area underneath that sign. Now, you can get emptied.
A science ship team has completed a task.
And get deleted. You can get emptied. And let's go see what our science team is up to. Oh, we found Venus. Excellent. The wrecks of shuttles float everywhere, most belong to the UN, though there are some bearing the acronym BMS. Despite the many hazards and potential psychological impacts from the presence of human corpses, the contacts team was able to locate some salvageable resources. So we get a little bit of alloy, a few more of the cryopods, and again, another 10 science. As soon as they get done, I'm sending them over there. So go to work, my friends. All right, back inside while you're traveling and doing that kind of work. That gave us a little bit of an idea of now what we can do with some things. What I want to do for right now is I'm going to draw a line about right here. And then I'm going to draw a line about right there. And then what that'll let me do, if I push the right button, is that will allow me to adjust a few things. I think I'm going to need to move one of them slightly. So I want that right there, and I'm going to move this one. This is not where I wanted that. I need to move it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, there. And then we can take this and deconstruct it and put it back right like that. Nice.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
And then we can deconstruct this. And then I'm going to move one of these, generally probably going to be one of these right here, right next to that thing. This is going to be our food, and this is where the food stockpile is going to live in this area until we finish, well, pretty much everything. Essentially what you try to do is you try to figure out a way to control the space that you're playing in by trying to, again, play Tetris or a jigsaw puzzle or whatever it is that you need to do. And for that matter, trying to reduce resources that are unnecessary for your computer to be doing. There's no reason for them to be walking back there. Anyhow, let's start. I think we'll get that moved. I need to unload this. We'll let them unload all of those parts, and then we'll start moving houses up into this area so we can start utilizing this a little bit better. Science team, you have arrived at Venus. What do you know? Probe data has revealed a mining and industrial structure below the surface of Venus. According to the reports from the exploration team, the subterranean site consists of mining infrastructure and a large assembly line. Many embalmed bodies were found in the area. The line seems to have originally been used to fabricate solar sails. Tiqqun engineers suggest that with minor repairs, it could be restarted. Well, let's just kick it into gear And yeah, go ahead and do the work. Let's turn it on. We'll give them a little bit of alloy and see what we get out of it. We're all about the parts. We're all about scraping every map we can get to get all of the fun stuff. We will start collecting people fairly soon. I want to get at least one more of these built before we do that. So let's delete you. And I think I'm going to start testing some things here. Population.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
What are you doing? You only need to do that once or twice. 1 second, don't do that. Right there. Down, down. Thank you. And then we're going to build some roads. Like so. And what do you guys want for me to do? What do you want me to do? Where is the button? Pledge to unlock a new sector within 10 cycles. Now, the game is paused right now, and it's one of those times when you can sit down and kind of think about this. It's almost reached its maximum structural load. This is a bunch of hooah. It doesn't matter at this point. Now, the only reason why this is being said is because of the fact we have started to plan for a considerable amount of floor space to be taken up. And it will eventually just queue a lot of certain things per sector every time we do things. Originally, the interesting thing is originally sectors were programmed to automatically unlock after completion of the mission to Proxima Centauri. With the change to the Tiqqun's mission objective, this restriction could be bypassed by manually overriding the gateway lock algorithms. At this point, we don't have enough people. It's going to cost us 40 people to unlock that sector. Now, I could theoretically unlock the sector and then send them right back and make people happy. Now, there's a migration function that we can take a look at, and for that matter, maybe what we should do is just go ahead and do this, and we'll just send them right back. So let's turn that one on. And as we build houses, we go like this. Oop, nope. Just get rid of it. You're supposed to be deleting. I don't know why you haven't been deleted, but anyhow, go ahead.
Accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
That's what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Now, from now on, I was not careful. I was not careful of making sure that we had enough people to do all of the work. From now on, we're going to hear that noise on this playthrough. Period. It's going to happen regardless of whether we plan for things or not. So we're going to shut some excess stuff off that doesn't need to be running right now, and we're going to let them fix some things. Pledge to repair the stockpile. It's fine. It's okay. New sector successfully has been unlocked as a historic moment for DOLOS AEC in the Tiqqun mission. What happened right there is that when the game senses that you get to a specific level of not having enough workers, and the really bad part is it's not necessarily that you don't have enough workers, it's just that you're within 10% or 5% of not having enough workers, it will start to trigger accidents. And some of these accidents can be very bad. It can kill people, you can lose people, and I think possibly on that one, no, we didn't lose anybody, but right now we're probably going to have a few people, wrong sector, this sector, in here, we have 2 people currently sitting in a hospital right now. Thank goodness we have a hospital, but we don't have to worry about it. The thing is you can't prevent accidents. The only thing you can do is prevent the really heavily damaging accidents by keeping at least 20 to 30% extra workers in every sector that you have from the point in time when you get hurt or not. Was not anticipating this one to happen this early, but now what we're going to do, since we set 40 people over here for no reason, we're going to send 40 people right here, right back. Sector 2 to Sector 1, go. Now this is going to cause a problem because of the fact that now we have an extra hull open, and now we have to start working on trying to maintain the structure that is keeping that hull alive. So now they're repaired. We're going to have to wait for this to go through.
Transfer complete.
Thank you very much. Can you guys please delete these 2 houses? That'd be great. Awesome. I need you to start becoming one of these, and you get emptied immediately. We're going to shut our science off because we don't really need it right now. The biggest problem right now is our hull is going down because we're not able to maintain. Now, this is a new sector, and this is what a sector looks like once you crack them open. It will not let me do anything until certain things have been happening. Basically, what's happened is I've disabled it because I've sent everybody out of it. As soon as we start cracking cryopods open, we're going to be sending them in here to do work. Now, for right now, what I want to do is I want to stop our hull dying, and that is going to be, I'm going to have to build another one of these over here in this corner. So as soon as this is empty, yes, go, and we're going to delete that road and that road. We should have enough workers right now to be able to maintain an EVA structure. So looking at that right now, we have about 50 people over what we need. This thing requires 9. Build another one, please. Every sector, until you get about 4 or 5 sectors open, 4 sectors, 3 or 4 sectors open, you need to have one of these in it. So every time you crack a sector open, you need to build an EVA thingy for it, an EVA airlock for it, or else your hull will deteriorate and will not get repaired quick enough anyway. I guess while we're at it, you can get so moved. Except I think we're not going to get so moving you. We're just going to move and build another one right there for right now. The big scary part, and I think it's the thing that I need to mention too while we're at it, and we've been kind of getting lucky, is that I'm going to dump this while we're at it. This doesn't need to be there. I actually want to move this back here. When you have a machine that is at least, 15 to 30 people working in it, so like this one has 30 to 30, when you have a building or a structure that once you have your first accident or whatever, this workplace safety kinds of thing, it's one of the things that I know that they have done an update for, and I don't quite agree with the way that it works, but it's okay, so we'll deal with it. The problem is once you have an accident, you can't prevent them. As long as you can keep from having an accident, you'll never get any more. But if you continue to have accidents, or like say if you had one, the game will continuously give you accidents in every sector, in every cycle somewhere, and if you're really lucky, you can keep it from happening, at least to where the worst happens. But for the most part, the game likes to just throw stuff at us like that. Anyhow, we're going to clean up this mess. I want to clean this up. And then we're going to move this back here. No, I don't want that. I want the infirmary like this. Put it right there. And then we can delete this one. You always want to try to keep at least 2 infirmaries in your in every one of your sectors until you are capable of storing more than, what is I think, 12 people in the thing? Yeah, 15. I need to be able to at least keep 30 people because both of these 2 buildings have the capacity of holding 30 workers. So it's definitely a thing that can happen. But let's get rid of the rest of these houses. We are currently sitting at 270. Perfect. So that house can go. Actually, all these can go. Let's just use the fun tool. Blink, 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 blink. Nice. And then we'll have to move a couple of these. But generally, that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to try to clean this up so that I can run a line all the way across both directions that is roughly equal. Now, we've got these over here for right now. This is going to become our crop sector eventually. So it doesn't really matter. We're not going to worry about it. You go like this. You get so removed. Can I have that tool, please? Oh, it's looking at the other sector. That's a bug that happens too occasionally. If you're looking across, you can see the other side, and it'll try to draw the line inside there. You go away, and you go away. Now, deleting a bay, a cargo bay, or a whatever this docking bay, deleting this removes anything that was attached to it. So all of the ships that are currently attached to that are now gone. What we're going to be able to do is be able to move that over. And I want to move that all the way over because where it's sitting is the numbers are just, it just doesn't work. It was sitting right there. There's not a whole lot that fits in that corners. There's a whole lot of stuff that'll fit right here. So we'll let them rebuild that, and let's go check on our science ship. All right, we got some more science, and we got a bunch of stuff. Let's see. The assembly line has been repaired. The machines belong to the UN and are clearly more advanced than our systems. They're fully automated, and our team has been able to use them to prepare a number of resources for extraction. During the repair process, an engineer discovered a number of inscriptions written by IXION. He speaks of his name as the administrator of Neptune's Hyperlux Station, Taki, and expresses regret over the fate of the station's residences. He used the line to repair elements of his ship so that he could reach the headquarters of the Black Market Society. Interesting. Where are you going? No, I didn't tell you to leave. No. You're... What are you doing? Why are you leaving? Why? You're not supposed to be leaving. Hello? Oh, hang on a second. We got to fix that problem. It doesn't know what it's doing. Let's see. We need to... Well, we got to wait on that to get fixed. They shouldn't be returning. I don't know why they're going back. How many extra people we have right now not doing anything? Few. All right, let's kick this back on. We'll do a little bit more scanning. Want to get everything kind of in close first. Ooh, there's one right there. Do that. As soon as these guys get that built, we'll be back to flush. Where are we? I can turn the science back on, I think, for a minute. All right, so we're at 98 over 183. We've got to be careful. We don't want to go much lower than that.
An accident has occurred in the
Get
Tiqqun.
ready to start hearing that all the time. And of course, then we screw up.
Crew's trust in your leadership is falling.
And do that. We can shut this down. No. Do this.
Power supply overloaded.
All right. That
Administrator, a new request awaits
they
your
get so
attention.
mad at you when you do that. Tiqqun has suffered an overload during the conception of this
Power
mission.
restored.
Many plans of prototype buildings were stored in my memory with knowledge gathered by our exploration teams. We can adapt them. Stanford's team lacked field data to make these plans viable, yet we realize they're full of potential. Batteries will allow the Tiqqun to function. Auxiliary circuit while the energy supply system fails. Yes, we know. I know. Not worried about it. Yeah, now you're going to be building me 2 batteries. Part of the fun part about batteries is they fit exactly in a right spot, and we managed to get a couple of things, which is why I built this the way that we did. There's 2 batteries. And while we can do a few things, I also want to go outside and build some more solar panels. Go ahead and get that one done. Now this is a good early on use of your whatever this stuff is, the polymers. It's a very good early on use. When you have way too many polymers, you're better off putting polymer on the outside of the ship than you are. Hello, let go. Okay, I know you're there. It's fine. It's a good way of getting rid of excess polymer as you play. So it's not a bad idea occasionally to go ahead and build solar panels. So we'll do both sets. And that'll get us a little bit more overhead. Nice. Okay. Now, I don't know why. I think you don't like it because you don't have a place to be birthed. Let's see. You need to go here. You need to go here. You need to go there. Did you need to come back for repairs or something? Huh. I have no idea. Oh, yeah. Get so turned back on. Now, do we have enough room for everybody right now? We have 210. See, like now it's not happy with me because I turned that thing on. Go ahead, turn that back off so we can keep people happy. There's a little bit of that juggling game in the very, very early beginning of this game. You have to kind of juggle what little bitty resources that you may or may not have. And right now we're making it mad because we managed to pretty much run out of everything, which is fine. Nope, don't delete it. Just shut it off. It's fine. Oh, I guess we can have them go deliver some more stuff then. Go give me some of that, please. Go. Now he'll go pick up some things. Can you go back over there and go get that science for me, please? Thank you. What did we find? Asteroid belts. We have detected a signal broadcasting on a DOLOS frequency. It originates from a mineral extraction station named the Stanford Facility. We're waiting on a science ship. Well, once we can get a science ship over there, we'll worry about it. Again, bear in mind right now our hull is dying because we don't have any iron. Eventually this will go away. Eventually these problems will stop. But for right now, it's not terrible. Why don't you just unload whatever you brought over back? All right. Cool. There we go. Now we're going to go back to making iron again. Or alloy, steel, whatever they call this stuff. All right. Let's go and do a little bit more scanning locally. I'm trying to stay away from this stuff that's far away. There's no reason for us to go explore it just yet, but I would like to find all of the inner solar system stuff. Be great. Come on, make some steel. Oh, they're mad at us. Of course it is. I don't know why they care. There's nobody in there. I still don't understand this part. We unlocked it for fun. It's okay. Now, as soon as we get our steel back in order and we get our hull back fixed up, what we're going to do is we're going to build in the, where is this? Cryonic center. Probably going to go, really got to quit turning that, like maybe right there. Something like that maybe, or maybe we put it right down here for now. Well, that's where we're supposed to be putting some food. Actually, it'd fit right there, and we can put a battery down next to it, huh? If we needed to. Well, that's going to be for a minute. We need to get everything done in here first and get this built back up. All right, let's send our science ship over to Mercury. I think all that's right there apparently is going to be just a little bit of science. That's fine. Can I shut this off and maybe this and maybe this, and you move that over there? And can I turn that back on now so we can do a little bit more science? Yes, I think I can. 76 over 190.
Accident has occurred in the
Yep, we
Tiqqun.
know. You're going to start throwing those at us constantly. It's going to get really annoying and loud and stupid. So, one of the last things we need to unlock is going to be the... I think we got memorials done. No, we didn't. We did not. We'll worry about memorials later. Let's get the polymer refinery started. Everything looks good out here, aside from the fact that we blew up the, well, the moon. I mean, we could move it. If we didn't want to look at the moon being all blown up, we can move over here. Especially now that we have batteries. All right, we're putting in a decent amount of stuff. That's good. Like it, I like it, I like it. You're over here collecting the science. All right, you then can go over to this asteroid belt. All right, good. We're peeling up some stuff. You just have to, like, again, you got to be kind of careful about what you do and what you don't do. And now we have the capability
has arrived at its destination.
of making polymer, which is good. That's going to be something we're going to need an awful lot of as we play. Let's go see what this one is all about. Again, we're kind of leaving these at the end of the story. So we have detected a signal broadcasting on DOLOS frequency. It originates from a mineral extraction station named the Stanford facility. We theorize the Stanford facility will contain many materials useful to the Tiqqun and its crew. However, in order to recover them, we will need to dismantle the elements of the structure to gain an entrance. Control center has been identified, but it's been sealed off by a shutter with a UN emblem stenciled all over it. A message has been written beneath the emblem in an unknown language. We have no idea what it says, but it's accompanied by a helical-shaped symbol. I do love the Dolos, enemy of mankind, in the middle of that thing. We're going to find out what's in here in the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying these. We're going to have a little bit more fun. And hopefully fairly soon, we're going to start figuring out what happened to the rest of the world. So, the rest of the system. And maybe start moving into that sector that we just cracked open. So, until then, I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.